Jussie Smollet was caught busting it wide open in the bathhouse, but due to a lie, he may be soon taking his talents to the jailhouse. Let's discuss. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. Hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. Now, before I start this video, I just want to apologize to you guys and the delay of getting content out because, to be honest with you guys, these past few weeks, the holiday season is kicking my ass, y'all. The holiday season is kicking my ass, depression is kicking my ass, and it bothers me every day that I don't get a video out because I have a long list of video ideas that I want to serve to you guys. And, because I have great visions for this channel, and you guys probably have great visions for me, and I want to continue and give you guys better and great content. I just want to be 100% honest with you guys moving forward because, like when I get off work, I really just want to do nothing but masturbate and go to sleep. Dick deprived, but still I strive and still I rise to be just 100% honest and transparent. And one person that hasn't been honest and transparent with us this whole entire time is by the name of Jussie Smollet, or I like to call him Bussie Smollet. He busted wide open all over the bathhouse, and now he's about to be going to the jailhouse because this man lied. And this man continued to lie to the end until it got his ass off the cliff, y'all. It's amazing that Jussie Smollett, this man was seen as an angel. In the gay community, he was becoming our Beyonce before Lil Nas X arrived. Like, he was about to be just the breakout star of Empire, just an amazing individual, philanthropist, all around good guy, especially in the gay black community. Like, we were about to uplift this man, and he threw everything away for one lie. One lie that did not make any sense. We're gonna get into it. Now, y'all know me, I like to break everything down, and I want to talk about how I feel about Jussie Smollett. And I looked up to him. I truly did look up to Jussie Smollett. He was one of the little guys. Journey was already famous, and he was like doing little things here and there to kind of start his career, dipping his toes into acting, dipping his toes into singing, or more like yodeling like a billy goat, but dipping his toes into singing and acting. And I'll never forget, like when Noah's Ark went off the air and the Logo Network went to hell, he appeared on this movie called The Skinny with fellow YouTuber Destin Ross. They were both like love interest in that movie. It was a great movie. And, I really saw greatness from him because he was a good actor. And I think this was actually his first acting job, if I'm not mistaken. And fast forward about maybe like 4 years later, Empire came out. Empire was the biggest hit for Fox for like in a very long time. Like Lee Daniels had Fox on lock. Empire, everybody wanted to be a part of Empire. Let's keep it real. Everybody wanted to be a part of Empire. When Empire came out, after those first 2 or 3 episodes, you saw every celebrity saying like, oh, I was supposed to be on Empire. Oh, I was supposed to be on Empire. Oh, this role was originally written for me. Oh, I was supposed to play this character. That's what you saw when Empire first came on. Empire was amazing, but it completely, like, in my opinion, went downhill after the season 1 finale when Jussie Smollett's character rode up to a rap battle and sang like a billy goat. Like, I was just like, y'all, a lot of people say the Empire died when Taraji P. Henson was came down in the cage wearing a gorilla suit. But for me, after that season 1 finale, that was when the show was just like, okay, this is about to be. It just felt like a bait and switch, y'all. But I will say that was supposed to be one of the best shows of all time, but it just went completely downhill. But anyways, Jussie Smollett was a breakout star on that show, and I also related to him on that show because his character was the gay middle child. Who am I? I'm the gay middle child. And then on top of that, he had an older brother who was crazy. I have an older brother that's crazy. And he had a little brother that spoiled the shit. I have a little brother that spoiled the shit. So it's like every single time Jussie made a move in the industry, I just related to not only him, but the characters that he played. But fast forward a few years after that, Empire is still doing pretty decent in the ratings, despite the lack of quality in my opinion, but I digress. People were still tuning into Empire, but you could tell the Empire was slowly on the decline. But Jussie Smollett wanted to make sure that he got his name out there even more because I think he felt that his star power was kind of waning with the show as well. So he wanted to do the unthinkable and create this whole entire publicity stunt that took place down in Chicago. Now you guys, we all know what happened. He lied. He lied. First off, I will say, when it first came out, you guys, it made me depressed. The lie made me depressed because I was like, damn, in like 2000 or whatever, when did this even happen, y'all? I think this was 2019 or 2018, whenever this took place, because this case has been going on for so long. But I will say, during that time when it first came out that he got abused, like he got beat up by two people, I was depressed because I thought we as a collective in America moved way past, you know, gay bashing and basically treating gay people like they didn't matter in this world. Like literally getting beat up for being gay. Like I thought we had completely moved past that. But the main thing that made me depressed about it was because, wow, like a celebrity being gay bashed, if they can gay bash him, then this can happen to any one of us at any given time. And it felt like it was like the brewing of like a war against gay people, if I'm just being dramatic. But that's what it felt like to me. I felt depressed about it. But after a few days and then the facts came out, you guys, I was looking at Jussie like, now sir, first off, the lie took place during a winter storm in Chicago, downtown Chicago, below 1 degree, you guys. And you mean to tell me Jussie Smollet went out to Subway at 2 a.m.? That was the first lie. Now, Chicago people, please let me know. Is Subway open till 2 a.m.? Who is eating Subway these days, to be honest with you? But who is going to Subway at 2 a.m.? Like, Chicago people, is that a thing? Like, please let me know. Because that was the first lie to me. And then he saw two white people. He later tried to deny that they were white, but he said that they were white, MAGA hat wearing people. White people wearing MAGA hats in Chicago, one of the blackest cities ever, like, it just didn't make any sense to me. And then coupled with the fact that these MAGA people did all the things to him. You know, I think they threw paint on him or whatever, and then they tied a noose around his neck. And I'm just like... And then don't forget that whole entire interview with Robin Roberts, y'all. Especially when he was like, they hit me, so I hit his ass back. And I was just like... I'm like, Jussie, you a better actor than this. But you guys, I saw right through it from right then and there. Like, let's keep it real, you guys. Everything that Jussie said was bullshit. It was 100% bullshit. But there were still a lot of people that believed Jussie. And it became like a little war, especially in the gay community, where me as a gay black man, it felt kind of odd going against this gay black man because, for one, he was our angel in the community at that point, and then on top of that, people labeled you as, oh, you just have internalized homophobia. You're just against Jussie. You were labeled as homophobic if you were against Jussie, if you were straight, and you were labeled as having internalized homophobia if you were against him, if you were gay. But y'all, after that interview, you guys know that old saying of your faves, be careful who you idolize because your faves will disappoint you. That's how I felt about Jussie Smollet. Like, that's how I felt about him at that point, because I'm just like, dude, you had no form of scandal in your life whatsoever, and you're willing to risk it all for this lie, the lie that didn't make sense at all. And then it came out that, you know, the two people that attacked him were African, and really the whole thing was staged. And then coupled with the fact that we later found out, to his own admittance, that he was messing around with one of the brothers. Mind you, Jussie Smollet is in a whole relationship with somebody else. Don't know if they're still together right now. I don't know anybody that would have stuck beside him during this. But this man literally cheated on his partner that he was with, and this was a whole entire scheme that was cooked up for his music career, you guys. This is what it was for. This was supposed to draw in sympathy points for him and for people to run out and support his music, when really people were going to support him regardless. But you'll never forget when he had that concert and he labeled himself as the gay Tupac, and everybody was just rallying behind him. This was the beginning of his career being elevated in music, but it came to a screeching halt after that interview, and also with the fact that when all the reports came out, they were just completely against all of his claims. It was just like, dude. And you know what's crazy? I thought Jussie Smollett got saved by the pandemic, because when 2020 hit, nobody was worried about him or this case anymore. We were trying to get our own lives together. Everything was in shambles. The world was in shambles. And I thought later on they were going to let him off easily, because in the grand scheme of things, like, this whole entire lie was minuscule. But they went ahead and moved full steam ahead, you guys. During that court case, Jussie tried his best to keep up this lie. Like, I don't know why Jussie didn't just, like, settle this out of court. Because I think he expected a miracle to happen, and I think he expected two people to save him. And the two people that I think that he wanted to save him were Lee Daniels and Kamala Harris. Now, you guys, this is just my opinion. It's not 100% fact, but 9 times out of 10, my opinions become a fact. Jussie was not the only ringleader in this. This was cooked up by a team of people, and I personally feel, now this is not confirmed, this is all just my theories, I feel that Lee Daniels and Kamala Harris were in on this. For one, Lee Daniels, he wanted to bring more ratings into Empire. Empire was slowly on the decline during that time. This scandal put it in the grave, to be honest with you, but during that time, people were not checking for Empire like that. There were still a select few fans still tuning in, but for the most part, people were either watching Star or they weren't watching any of Lee Daniels' project at all. So this was going to bring a lot of attention to the show, and also at the same time elevate Jussie Smollett's music career. And then on top of that, Kamala Harris, if you guys don't know, I knew she had something to do with this, because I remember when they interviewed her about it, and she was like stuttering and stammering, and I'm just like, what's going on? Because she had a good relationship with the Smollet family. And this confirmed my thoughts when a few days ago, shout out to Lovely T, I listened to her podcast. She made a correlation saying that during that time, Kamala Harris wanted to pass an anti-lynching bill. And, you know, Jussie Smollett lied and said that the two culprits, allegedly, the alleged culprits, tied a noose around his neck. So I find it mighty funny that she wanted to pass that bill, and at that same time, that's when that scandal happened. And that kind of created a whole entire, basically a whole entire anti-lynching campaign without it actually being a campaign. And I think that was able to get that bill passed, but mind you, all the way in 2018, 2019, why is lynching... Like, why has that not been taken care of already? Like, I really... like, you know how on these movies we have the first black such and such, or the first black person to win this award? Like, anti-lynching? Like, why has that not been done yet? But anyways, y'all, that's how I feel Kamala Harris and Lee Daniels were involved. Don't know if this video is going to stay up because I mentioned their names, especially Kamala Harris, you know, our vice president. Where is she? I do not know. Where is Biden? I do not know, but I digress. Y'all thought that they were the lesser of two evils when they were the evil, but it is what it is. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm just keeping it all the way real. But I will say, you guys, Jussie stuck to this lie all the way to the end, even roped in his friend Don Lemon. Now, you guys, I do not like Don Lemon at all, but the fact that this man literally mentioned his name in court in the story, basically putting him in the limelight of that court case, I'm just like, dude, like, do you have no respect for anybody? It's just like you're going down, so you're going to let everybody go down with you? Like, you are just spineless. Like, you're a spineless ass bitch, Jussie Smollett. Like, what? Like, really? Like, Don Lemon is already on ice at CNN. Granted, I don't care what happens to him, but I don't like the fact that you roped him in with your mess. This is your mess, and you're supposed to clean it up. And instead of you taking accountability, you just keep pointing the finger at everybody but yourself. Like, what is up with this man? Like, Bussie. You are almost like 50 years old, bro. Like, when are we going to grow up? Like, I've talked about this time and time again. Gay men, especially gay black men, it's like we could be mature, but a lot of us don't like mature mentally up until we get to our like 50s and 60s. And even the 50-year-olds and 60-year-olds act a damn fool too. Trust me, I know. But Jussie, like, y'all... what do y'all think is next for Jussie Smollett? Now, I will say a lot of people are still willing to work with him in Hollywood. He will move past this, especially when America uplifts people like Kyle Rittenhouse. People will get over this. Do I feel like Jussie needs to go to jail? No, but I do feel like he either needs to pay a fine or do some community service, do something that will help the youth of Chicago. I don't know, but he needs to do something. But I do not think that he should be able to serve time. But then again, a lot of people make correlations with these Karens who make false reports on black people and how they should serve jail time as well. So maybe if Jussie did like a month in the jailhouse, that'll be fine. It is what it is. But I will say there are people in Hollywood that still want to work with him, and he does have a movie coming out too. It looks pretty good. It's about like a gay black couple. It's like a gay black man finding love with a DL black man. I forgot the name of it, but it looked really good from the trailer. So Jussie is still doing work in these Hollywood streets, very quietly, but he's still doing something. But He just needs to lay low. For the most part, he just needs to lay low. If he still wants to be a producer, do that. Work behind the scenes. I mean, that's where the real money is at anyways in the industry. But Jussie, you need to keep your name out these streets unless it's something like positive, like a movie or a television show, which you already got that going. But damn, Jussie, really, man, like you really just, like you just fucked it up. Like you just fucked your career up. Like oh man, like to think that I really used to look up to this person. Everybody I used to look up to just disappoints me. Him, Kimora Lee Simmons, Russell Simmons. It's just like, whatever. But it is what it is. But those are my views on the whole entire Bussie Smollet situation. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna come back at you guys with some more content.